Hey, so I'm doing my TED Talk on conscious leadership and like what it means to be like a conscious leader and how that can benefit your business, benefit the culture around it. And it's more to it than just making your employees grind just for the money, which that sounds like right for a business, like the what you would do, but there's a little more to it than that. Like obviously your employees gotta work. If they're not working, you're not making money, or you just fire them. That's what I would do. But yeah, your employees gotta work and they gotta, whatever your business needs, they gotta meet those results for whatever you hired them for. But there's more to being a leader beyond that. For example, like in team meetings or in things that the workplace has to work together to accomplish. Like in a company, there's a lot of things that might be like that. So it's more to it than just making your employees work hard. Even though if you can make your employees work hard in a way that they like you for it, in a way that they don't hate, that's not like excessive, then that's good as well. But it also, you have to be empathetic in a way and like be able to relate to other people, relate to whatever they may be dealing with. I mean, you're not like, it's not your job to be like a therapist for them, but you got to be able to at least somewhat relate to serious things they might have that could affect them in the workplace, and not just be like a complete hard on, like you got to do this. Like you got to have a little bit of like human relations to you. If you do that, they'll like you more. They like you more. They like their boss more. They're more likely to put in good work. If you don't like your boss, or you hate your who you are employed by, you might not be motivated to give in that same level of work and effort. Whereas if you really appreciated your boss, or you really appreciated where you work, so it's like it's finding the happy medium in being empathetic, having them work hard, but not too hard that they hate you, but not too little that they love you, but they're not doing anything. You got to have that in between balance while also being able to relate to them. Also, just knowing the personalities of who's in a group, in a group setting, and understanding how these two people, for example, might not work well with each other. So maybe not pair them together, something like that, or just understand how different people might relate to each other, and whatever the objective needs for different people that you've hired. I mean, that should be something you should be aware of, is like who you've hired, how they fulfill their duties relative to one another. That's like good part of managing your team, managing a system. So yeah, just manage the people you work with in a way that certain people that work well together, and maybe don't hire people that people on your team are gonna butt heads with. If you know someone on your team, the people on your team are not gonna be very agreeable with the person applying, maybe just forego that person, to hire them. Yeah, so do that, be empathetic, and also make them work hard. So yeah, that was my TED Talk.